so you first pick Bounty Hunter. You either learn how to play with it, or you learn how the other team beats you with it.
Yeah, no, I feel like it is so important to know the strengths of a hero just as it is to know the weaknesses, to feel how much it hurts.
Yeah, we called it Bounty Hunter Day. It's great.
Well, I've just gotten word that players are in the game. The lobby has started, so it's time for the final match of Series 3 at today's International.
10 seconds remains. Turn to pick. Team Secret's turn to pick.
Keeper of the Light.
And now down to the casters. Ah, got you guys. It's not your turn yet.
First game 3 of the day.
Yeah, I love that LD. Get to get him back a little bit.
Crowd's kind of quiet. Can we hear some hype?
10 seconds remaining.
Somebody's got to hype this crowd up, right, Sean?
Yeah, no, and I love the way he did it with a sigh, like...
Well, it's hard for me to be over the top. I'm so dry, you know? I'm just kind of chilling, enjoying some good Dota.
I think you can get the hype in you. I think the crowd's got the hype in them.
We got EG next, right?
Okay.
All right. So this is the change up. We saw the Coddle into Brazil after this Rubik's Spear Breaker, but now they're going with the Necrophos themselves. So
this is the same first 2 picks out of Team Secret as in Game 1.
Let's talk about what's... Sorry to interrupt you, but Necrophos is the different pick here. What does Secret need to do to prepare for the Necrophos?
Well, the thing last game was, right, they picked the Necrophos sort of as a counter to the Bristleback, I think to a large extent. And now they see a Necrophos kind of early, so they need to think, you know, what kind of hero can they use to kind of counter this Necro Coddle now, right? Because they get this information kind of early. So how can they kind of counter this Necrophos? What do you think?
Mid-ancient apparition? Offlane Spirit Breaker, support AA, Rubik AA trialing?
Is that okay? Yeah, I mean the AA has always been pretty good against Necro. I was thinking along something like they're gonna later on in the stage maybe they can go for some kind of AM or something similar.
Yeah, they can do that.
That would work.
I think if they want to pick some carriers here earlier, it should be like a diffusal carrier that can move, like some Jug, some Weaver, like that.
Yeah, that could work too.
Do you like diffusal carriers versus Necro?
Yeah, I think it's really good. Like TA is also, it's weird, but I think in general TA is a pretty good hero versus the way you can burst the items you buy. But like you have the third pick right here. And do you want to pick Templar Assassin here? Like, I don't think you do.
Definitely not.
And this Necro can appear in any lane, so...
Yeah, I don't mind Weaver. I think not only does Weaver he can go Diffusal, but he can also go Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah.
Protect us from that big bad sight.
10 seconds remaining.
We also see Bristleback banned straight up out of Team Secret. I mean, we talked about Keeper Bristle being a strong pair, but...
Mind Control's been dominating on the hero this turn.
Yeah, I was going to say, but do you feel like this is a necessary ban?
Well, you know, it's not really up to me. I feel like if Puppy wants to ban it, then I think he should ban it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Very fair. Like, this is their counter to this stuff, too. Like, every Coddle dual lane, they want Necrophos.
5 seconds remaining.
This is what they...
So without Bristleback, what do you look to lane with Coddle, or do you just throw him in the safe lane?
I feel like GH kind of just plays that Coddle no matter what, right?
Yeah, definitely.
He doesn't... I agree that you kind of want to play around something, right, with this Coddle to some extent. You want to have a purpose in the early game.
You want to have a presence in lane. Pi, you play a little bit of Coddle. Is there any matchups that you like, or combinations?
I mean, I used to... Like, the classics are like Phantom Lancer, and then you have these Timber Cells, and then you can go even for the Access and Slaughters, you know, so they have double stun or double call. But I don't think I've seen Liquid do that. They more play for the Axe, right? Like, he farms a pretty fast Axe, and then they push together.
Yeah, they hit a timing.
10 seconds remaining.
I wonder...
What are heroes that you don't like playing against as a Coddle?
5 seconds
I mean, Spirit Breaker is like, it can be pretty rough, but you can handle that. It's like these Nixes and these carriers that can run up on you. Like, Weaver would be annoying.
What do you feel about Storm? Do you think that...
Storm can be pretty conscious. But, like, if they want to push... Like, especially like how he's pretty good at farming, right? Like, he'll be pretty farmed. The Storm won't really kill you for a long while. Like, you have Axe go Scepter, it's daytime, you're pushing, the Storm jumps in,
I think
healing comes.
Coddle would hit that Axe timing well before Storm got 3 or 4 slots, which needs to be super impactful.
Okay.
Got a Furion pickup here. That's, you know, I could look at that as a deny pick almost. That's, you know, one of my favorite heroes from Mind Control and Team Liquid.
Yeah, I could see that too. They like running this kind of, when they have Coddle and they have Prophet, it's very hard to play against that. They can be everywhere on the map all the time.
Liquid split push. It won them a lot of games.
Has it won them a lot of games in the group stages?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Teams will go up against Liquid and they'll be split pushed by Lycans, Broodmothers, Furions, Caudle, Wisp. This global presence kind of team that Liquid has brought time and time again has presented a ton of trouble for teams playing up against them, and that was why they were one of the favorites coming into this tournament.
Now this is a third pick I would love some clarity on. Obviously, Witch Doctor is really nice to have in lane. It's great at babysitting.
I feel like it looks a lot like push. I mean, we have the Witch Doctor with the heal. They're gonna have that Caudle with Axe, and during daytime we've seen Liquid. They really like doing this. They really like taking advantage of the Caudle daytime heal from the Axe. So they have a lot of heal, and Necroforce as well. So I think they're gonna go for this.
This is the core.
20-minute.
This is the core AA game, man.
Maybe. They have very static lanes right now.
Three healers.
AA is.
Oh, it's banned. Oh no! All right, my bad. I was getting all excited.
I mean, does Team Liquid now need just damage in front line to absorb?
I think the Necroforce can do a little bit of front line, but yeah.
Did he catch? You have Furion, who's gonna be split pushing. Rubik, who can clear waves, and then you have Queen of Pain, who's very mobile.
I just think they have to think, like, they can't be greedy. That's how they have to think. Like, if you look at this lineup, they can only fight, and they're gonna be diving you early with Secret. Like, you have to survive the lanes here. Like, they just have to do anything to survive.
What kind of carry do you think Secret goes for here?
Like, they want to pick Lone Druid because that's their favorite hero, but that might be, I don't know, greedy.
We used to see Witch Doctor, or at least I used to pick Witch Doctor a little bit against Furion, because you can cask the Treants as they come in to mess with your waves, but Furions mostly just keep their Treants in lane with them nowadays. But you can easily kill the Treants and deal with Furion's off-lane presence.
It's just wherever, like, the Spirit Breaker is going to charge, Fury Tip is in, and then you have, if one hero rotates, you're going to be like 3-4 heroes every time you dive a tower, like for at 4 to 8 minutes.
More heal, right? Press the attack.
More heal.
A fourth healer.
And also catch, yeah.
Yes, you can remove some silences from Necrophos if he gets orchided. Potentially some disables from Spirit Breaker.
I mean, they still need something that hit the buildings, right?
Oh, it's coming.
I think they have, like, the amount of sustain they have, the buildings will eventually fall. I feel like they can stay in front of those towers forever during daytime.
Spend ban. We're looking at an illusion hero for Team Secret. Perhaps that. I don't know. They have LC. What are we thinking about this Sven ban? They definitely need some physical damage.
I mean, maybe the Sven is just it's a tower hitter and he gives armor, and it would just be very hard to stop the Sven. Like the Caudle Witch Doctor Sven, it's a pretty decent try lane.
Pull out the Drow Ranger again?
It's banned.
Oh, it's banned. All right.
It's a big screen. We got a lot to look at here. But banning Sven removes the option for Warcry, which is a huge armor bonus for their team. I think physical damage makes a lot of sense for Secret here. They have the last pick, though, so they'll get to see what hero Miracle decides to take up. He could play Necrophos. I would not recommend that, though. I think Miracle is best suited on a different hero.
I'm definitely inclined to agree. I think it's going to be a Matomba Man Necrophos. I also think he's the one who plays that hero almost exclusively on that team. And Mind Control, I expect to play Legion.
Okay.
Team Liquid really taking their time. The last ban and last.
Well, this ban's tough because you pick a hero and then you need to ban a hero that you think is good against the hero that you're picking.
One of the teams are, it's the last game for one of them, so.
And they went aggro last time.
Great analysis,
right?
Pycat. Thanks. You're really on top of it.
Oh, they're going to take their time, right?
I've been impressed.
They're not going to rush it.
You're killing it on the panel.
Thanks.
Well, I mean, Team Secret's lineup is a really intimidating one to be up against, especially with the instant stun from Rubik, mobility from Spirit Breaker, Nature's Prophet, the ban is Lycan, and Troll Warlord.
PvP not
that disgusting creature.
Well, they definitely have someone who can take down towers now.
They do. They can group up and they can definitely siege, have that Caudle heals, Witch Doctor heals, Legion Commander to back them up and press the attack, and just watch Troll smack at those towers.
And they have some scary timings, right? Like whatever daytime when he gets his axe, like the amount of heal they have.
I'm worried.
Like look at this damage. Okay,
how is Quap gonna have an impact? Oh, Luna.
Damn. Wow. That is unexpected.
Yeah. They are gonna.
Is he gonna come online early enough? Are they gonna go aggro? Is that the play here?
Yeah, exactly.
They better win the early game, or else I feel like they're gonna be in some major trouble.
Well, we've yet to see Luna in yesterday's or today's games. Very intimidating hero. especially given those Mask of Madness builds giving a lot of farm. Let's throw it on down to the casters for the final game of Team Liquid versus Team Secret.
It all comes down to this. Liquid, Secret, Game 3, and Luna comes out. Lumi, are you surprised?
A little bit, but at the same time, a very powerful mid-game fighting tool, right? That's one of the strengths of Luna. You get that level 6, you see some sort of action going in the jungle or at the shrine, you pour in there and you just turn a fight. I think Team Secret, their goal is definitely going to be winning the lane stage. You got both Spirit Breaker as well as the Yapzor Rubik. They are so mobile across the map, and they're going to try to win at least 2 out of the 3 lanes.
Potentially very strong lanes, but they are pretty squishy here across the board. So if they overextend even slightly, an Illuminate can instantly mean like half your HP's team is gone, and there's certainly lots of chasing potential the other way once the Legion and the Troll come online. So Game 3 upon us. Whose draft do you like better overall?
I think it's pretty even. They're both very strong at different timings, but I'm going to go with Team Liquid.
Okay.
I believe in their timing. I believe once they get their Ags and all that jazz, they're going to be able to push and finish the game. But the ultimate question is, can they get to the timing? That's where Team Secret is stronger. They're going to stop them in the lanes.
Yeah, in Game 1, we saw Puppey so disruptive on his Spirit Breaker, was involved in pretty much every early kill. As the teams enter the field of battle, one of them is going home. Liquid versus Secret, Kuro versus Puppey. Game 3, live at KeyArena. Here we go. The teams creep out. Some early smoke rotations, Lumi. We haven't seen this kind of aggression in the laning stage this series. Puppey, the man in front. Okay, just a ward for now. Yep.
Both teams getting the critical mid ward off without being detected, so...
We do occasionally in these elimination games, we do see teams actually go for like that 3-4 hero committed smoke, try to find the first blood.
Oh, don't remind me.
But not this.
Cloud9 TI5, smoke into Roche, level 1. It was a disaster.
30 seconds.
But it made for great TV, right?
It made for great memes.
That is for sure.
All right, it seems like both teams are quite reserved. We don't see any kind of aggressive invade. I do believe, like, for example, Team Secret took 3 runes last game. But both teams are going to be playing it safe and standard. How effective do you think the Spirit Breaker will be this game compared to Game 1? There's a little bit more stun this time around. There's that press the attack from Legion to help out allies. There's 4 heals.
I mean,
I look at going to go off.
I look at the laning stage, like, how many actual interruptions do they have there? They have Cask. That is it. Later on in the game, yeah, I think they're fine against the charge. Like, charging into those 5 is suicide, but I still look at this laning stage, like, there's a lot of heroes that don't have a way to interrupt the charge. You also have a Nature's Prophet to add as a +1, something they did not have in Game 1. So I think there's openings here for Puppey, but it all comes down to, like, the vision game. Will Liquid identify where he wants to attack from? Those vectors, will they anticipate them better? Yeah, maybe they position right early. We'll see. And, you know, certainly they don't have the plus damage of the Drow. That's another thing to keep in mind. The first charge on the mid, just a little zoning on Matumba Man, but they are going to get some extra auto attacks in here, force him back, and meanwhile bottom, looks like Secret were trying to get aggressive on Mind Control.
Yeah, this is going to be their point of the attack with the Mind Control LC as well as the GH Kato. They just basically spam you out with both Overwhelming Odds as well as Illuminate, but there is no Overwhelming Odds just yet, and we're going to see a charge coming in. Luna not level 2 just yet, so I don't think she could be able to assist in this kill.
Puppey already, I mean, to be fair, it was hard to have a faster start than Game 1, which is probably the most impactful laning stage Spirit Breaker I've ever seen, but a much slower start here.
I really like what Liquid is doing with the draft. They want to put a very offensive dual off lane. And basically, the goal is to basically force both the Rubik and the Spirit Breaker to help out the Luna. If you can force both the supports there, then the mid lane gets a true 1v1. You know, we've seen mid struggle for Team Liquid in the past, but if this is true 1v1, I think Matumba Man's going to do fine. As I say that though, he gets blinked on, has to activate the Ghost Shroud, and mid one is doing a great job right now controlling that mid lane.
Matumba Man is getting brushed pretty heavily here.
9 to
9 to 3-0 of Matumba. Now, to be fair, Matumba normally not a mid player, and when he goes mid, it's on, you know, it's normally in a very advantaged matchup, like the last pick Brood, which has no counter, that type of thing. But mid one is really putting the heat on him early. Just that tiny bit of help that Puppey gave. You see Mind Control off to the jungle. They're actually going to leave this bottom lane entirely to GH. Yapzor now with the haster, and they try to anticipate which way is best to go, and they decide on bottom. There is no vision of this for GH, and he's in trouble now. Lifted back in, straight into the charge. There is a point in the Lucent Beam, so no escape for GH. The connection is there. First blood to Secret.
Yeah, and if you look at the mini-map, on the bottom side of the map, there's nothing to see the movement of Puppey. No wards, nothing. And he just, it's freely. Like, he charges bottom again.
And they're just going to keep this pressure going. Onto Mind Control this time. A bit of a tougher kill. It's still only a level 2 Luna, but the body blocks are there. They're going to need this lift to come through. The timing's good. Bashed away, though. And do they have the damage? Press the attack says no. They do have this Nature's Prophet, meanwhile, as Kezu is fishing for the courier mid, but wisely Liquid do anticipate it. They'll wait for the upgrade. So a bit of a wasted moment. Could have been a huge roll of momentum forward.
Very smartly by Mind Control. A lot of LC just gets the overwhelming odd, you know, at least by level 2, but he saved the skill point and gets himself to press the attack. As a result, he was able to survive against that gang. We'll try to jungle it up.
If Liquid win this game, pubs are going to be a disaster.
But no, at least he started the offlane. You know,
he sat there for, you know, all of a minute. Jungle Legion. Just don't get an Iron Talon Mind Control.
I mean, if he finds the jungle, then you might as well do get the Iron Talon.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Keeper of the Light definitely benefits from the experience, and so much of this Liquid draft is pushed that you can understand the reasons, right? Like, that early Ags, those early points in Illuminate, even just getting the recall is what will fuel the push. So the more space that GH gets, the more quickly that they can start to develop that momentum.
I'll take that.
Really like the way that Mind Control, or rather, sorry, Kezu has been playing as Nature's Prophet. Always sending out his treants everywhere. Send one to the runes, send one to possibly deny the boundary rune away from the other side. Small things, but like you said, LD, this game is a game of inches. Small things add up.
The lane's definitely going heavily in favor of Secret here. Already over 1,000 gold lead. And now a DD rune up on mid one, putting the hurt on Matumba. He does have the 2 points in Scream, has to respect that Ghost Shroud, but just a couple of pokes from Autotex. He can probably commit for the kill, and certainly if the Nature's Prophet comes in, certainly if there's a charge from Puppey, I think Liquid recognize that Matumba is very vulnerable right now. Just gets the stick, he's pretty poor in this lane, only 14 CS, even now. They are setting up.
You can see that GH is definitely kind of recognizing the play pattern in all of these games. I do believe this is like the first time he kind of rotated mid.
But I don't know if he can actually save Matumba. Puppey, this backstab charge through the trees worked before. It could work again. Matumba, as the wave pushes in, has to deal with the Sonic Wave as well, but his positioning is fantastic here, way behind the tower.
He's going to get cut off. Look at Yapzor.
I'm making the south side. Now, not so fantastic. Charge comes through. They do get the bash. Gets off the Ghost Shroud, but he doesn't have anything to heal him during this time. Then comes the quad ball. And down goes 2. Secret. The 2-for-1 special.
So on paper, when you have these kind of kills,
they're looking for the answer back.
4-man overwhelming odds. Mind Control can't run in.
Oh. And Liquid commit 4 heroes rotating onto this lane. Now they've all got to scramble back. GH swinging back towards bottom. Mind Control also probably back to the woods. You know, that's probably the worst scenario for them, that they all try to come and help mid. They all try and hold the lane, and
yeah, we're going to watch this.
Still give up the kills.
One more time. You know, the beauty of having these heals and sustains that you could survive long enough for your ally support in, but the Sonic Wave just lined up too. MP is definitely happy about that one.
Yeah, he threw the heal out and then dropped the Ghost Shroud. I don't actually think it matters there. They had 4 heroes with so much damage. He dies anyway, but just made it that easier. And perhaps Matumba not feeling comfortable in this mid lane up against 10k MOR player who is playing like it's an elimination game. Mid one is making him work for it. So what now for Liquid Lumi? It's been a bad start as far as the lanes go. They have this strong 5-man push. Are they just playing defense? Do you want to see them make some aggressive maneuvers and try to open up the map?
I think they play defense, and they're good at that. You know, you have the TP coming in with press the attack, with the cask. You can turn some fights around under your tower, but unfortunately, as they're doing that, they're gonna further lose out on the lanes. One thing that they got going this game compared to game 1 is that Puppey is kept under control, right? You don't have a Spirit Breaker that's, you know, killing everybody. And as a result, when the mid-game comes, the Spirit Breaker becomes a fairly ineffective hero. Compared to, you know, like think of a Night Stalker or a Kunkka, for example.
Yeah, what he adds later on is quite limited. There's you know, no big ultimate, then he can at least interrupt with like a Nether Strike, no channeling Black Hole or something.
Right.
So,
I mean, to be fair, like what he is doing, even though he's not getting kills for the team, is that he's putting pressure. Like,
look at this. They actually have a ward, and they want to punish Puppey. 4 heroes rotating in.
I mean, there's no stuns. There's one stun.
Odds. Outcome that comes to cast. Kuro says, "Let's get him, boys." But
okay.
4 heroes fighting. There's about to be a quapple. This could really go poorly. Kenzo joins the party. Secret say, "Great. We'd love to take this fight in the river." They bring down the Necrophos. That's a huge loss for only a Spirit Breaker. Still the quapple available. Kuro is a hero that cannot afford to dial out early. He's not the best turbo farmer. He's also very squishy naturally.
He's also got this, you know, less last hits than Quap's Deny, right? Like, he's just not doing well, and he needs to... I mean, even though he died there, he was able to get a kill right before, so it does help out his economy a little bit. To me, though, Miracle is being able to free farm in an advantage matchup in his lane. He needs to come up big.
Is Troll a hero that can do it? Like, do you view Troll as something like an Alchemist, an Invoker who can take the game over?
I don't think so. I mean, it depends on the items you go for. You do see some Troll Warlords going for like a second item, like let's say Shadow Blade or even Blink Dagger, and just be very active over the map. But I don't think that's going to be how Liquid plays it. I think they're going to just build for that push.
Last game, in terms of the overall game plan, it was a lot of help from Miracle, but did feel like a one-man show in terms of the strategy they employed. This one looking like much more of a everyone has to do their part type of game. As Secret start to poke and prod here in the top lane. Mid one gets aggressive onto Mind Control, doesn't have the duel yet, only level 5. Forced to heal himself up here defensively. Press the attack. Mana is lacking. Secret could try again.
Charge coming in, he's gonna find Kuro.
Oh, Puppey says, "Fight me, Kuro!" That's a one-sided fight.
There is no fighting there.
That was just cruel, Puppey. Kill for him. And now the dive onto Mind Control. Still no points in duel. Secret continue to apply the pressure, and Kezu also looking to cut him off. Drops the Sprout, gives them the vision, but now TP coming in. Well, the advantage of that low level on Kuro is the quick respawn. Miracle looking to cut him off, but Liquid don't have the vision this time around. And
Mind Control's dead.
Still going for
Sonic
more.
Wave.
He wants the tower and he wants the kill. He doesn't get the tower. Doesn't get the kill. He will have to jump away in the end, but nonetheless, Liquid are reacting, at least for now, and MP just continue to apply pressure here in the bottom lane.
It's hard for the heroes to take the proactive stance in this game. You don't have Blink on Legion yet. In fact, you don't even have Duel on Legion yet, so they're gonna have to be reacting for quite a while until they get their tools available.
Overall, it seems like Secret's accomplished the early game plan, Lumi.
For sure, yeah.
What's next for them?
Next, you want to take down these 3 outer ring of tier 1 towers and basically put Liquid in a chokehold. Limit where they can farm and just keep on invading their jungle and finding more and more kills there. And snowball this game.
Level 4 Death Pulse now gets stolen, so a bit of bonus nuke damage. Could be huge against the Ghost Shroud as Matumba Man does activate it to stay alive. It's a bit of a window here where Puppey could get aggressive. 4 Liquid heroes camping out near mid. Meanwhile, Kezu just happily farming away top. MP hitting creeps bottom. Puppey might just go back to the jungle, scoop up a bounty rune. So Secret kind of forcing Liquid to stick together, but they're farming the whole map in the meanwhile.
Like, just imagine the scenario of how Liquid could actually get a kill. They need to smoke up with both Legion and Witchstalker. They need to pop out that smoke with a cask. Hope your Legion can phase boot in for a duel, and hope you have enough damage to get a kill. There's a lot of if-ands, and all of these conditions have to, like, you hope that Secret don't have a teleport skill.
So much of it comes down to initiation, right? Because you look at this Liquid draft, and it was talked about on the panel as a heavy push strat. Liquid want to group up a lot early, and when they get to that point, in theory, they're very strong. But ideally, you want to find some kills on the way to help get you that farm, get you the position to get those items, and what is their initiation? Legion has to farm a Blink. Mind Control is 200 gold right now, so that's going to take a while. And even then, Secret have some pretty good counter initiation. They have ways to punish a Legion duel, and he's likely to be in far in his own because Liquid don't have much mobility. There's no one who can really keep up with that Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
There's not like a GH Night Stalker, so I mean maybe with the recall they can get crafty. It's not going to be easy to find those kills and to create a little space here on the map. Meanwhile, we've already seen from Secret plenty of ways to start a fight.
For sure. Liquid counted on their lanes doing a little bit better. You know, the Kato plus LC idea was decent until they did just defensive tri-lane against it. they didn't count on Matumba Man also losing the lane that hard in a true 1v1. And as a result, you had an LC jungle, Matumba Man's getting outlasted.
Big bucket of gold here for MP with the Mask of Madness and YapzOr in position. He'd love to get some experience, and Puppey meanwhile charging out the bottom lane. Eyes on mind control, force him away. But this also is just a little space. YapzOr again, snagging that Death Pulse level 4.
Yep.
They're definitely trying to protect MP while he farms up these Ancients. Liquid do know about it, but can they contest? Can they fight up the hill, into the Eclipse, into the Queen of Pain ult?
Try and
seems dicey. They're going to try at least a little contest. But you can see they're not confident they can take this fight, Luby.
Definitely not.
And they're getting ratted. In the meanwhile, while they're thinking about Ancients, Kezu is whacking away at the tier 1 bottom. So Secret, just identifying that Liquid are going to try to make a move here, are able to punish them elsewhere.
At least Troll Warlord get a tower trade up top, so they're getting at least something out of the map.
Still threatening Matumba Man, keeping Kuro stuck next to him. Glued to his hip, at least for now.
One thing that we should not forget is the fact that we're focused on how Team Liquid could group up and push. On the other side, there's a Luna and Prophet. They could push rather easily as well, and because of their early laning advantage and the fact that this Luna is super farmed at the current game, they could just go. MP says, I have Eclipse up, let's get a smoke gank and perhaps convert that into a push.
Liquid hugging the tower. I do want to point out Miracle is farming up a Storm, 40 CS up on the Luna. And they make their move now on the mid lane, charge on the Matumba Man. From the rear comes Kezu. Oh boy, he pops quickly. Now onto Kuro, sprouted up. Do they have a Lucent Beam? Yes, sirree. Secret get 2. All the while, Miracle just pushing out this top lane.
I mean, you were asking me, sure, Tro is getting farmed, but what does Tro do with farm? Can he be effective? Not as effective as Luna, go in the mid lane, drops off a huge nuke, pushes to tier 1. Are they thinking about Roche? No, they don't have enough at the moment. But I think Miracle, what he can do is maybe come in with a whirling axis, get a kill, and then maybe threaten Roshan. That's probably his biggest contribution right now before he gets some big items.
Liquid, pretty solid Roche lineup with the Legion, with all the heals, and with the Troll. Miracle is rushing a BKB, so we've seen a lot of players opt for the Yasha, go for that greedier farming build, but Miracle feels compelled to fight early, and with the way the game has gone, look at his net worth. His next closest teammate is 3k down. He's almost doubling his own Necro.
I think the bigger story is that there's 4 secret members in between.
Well, 3, but yeah, the Rubik is not far off. Secret are certainly ahead. It's not an overwhelming lead. It's still a one-fight kind of game where everything can suddenly tilt. And the Blink Dagger still being worked on by Mind Control. A ways to go for this. Still almost 1,300 gold short.
Yeah. GH, though, also working towards that Aghanim Scepter. Already forced that finish, so he was able to sap the offlane for a long time. And he should be able to defend this unless he walks in and gets lifted by YapzOr. Oh, okay. Illuminate stolen.
It's going to make Liquid's life hard. They're struggling to push right now.
Liquid's life is already hard right now.
Now YapzOr can just look to slow this thing down as the Illuminate coming out now. It's going to quickly cave in the wave, and they can split push. If they have Illuminate and they're able to hold one lane while MP and mid 1, potentially even Kezu are pushing the other lanes, they're going to have an even bigger tower advantage.
To me, the most important member right now for Team Liquid is Mind Control's Blink Dagger. Once he picks it up, then finally Team Liquid could do something. Like right now, they're all just reacting to what Secret is doing, trying their best to hold and then just farm. However, once Mind Control have that Blink, they could now begin to smoke out and play around the map a little bit.
Charge. Now initiation onto Kuroki. Locking him down, finishing him off. Another death for the Witch Doctor.
Very smart play by Puppey, just like faking his ultimate. And as soon as you hear that sound, if you're the LC, you use the press the attack to bail out your teammate, right? But then Puppey cancels it and then threatens to use it again.
And now into the Roshan pit. Secret are going to go for this early. Liquid are not really in position to fight here. Without the Mind Control Blink, there's no clear initiation. The initiation is Miracle running in, and his BKB isn't even done yet. So unless they can find some sort of Miracle just walk-in play, it's not going to happen. Mind Control will try here.
Okay.
Eliminate. The spam.
Look at the damage.
The spam is strong.
All right. And Roshan's going to chase out, so they're going to see the HP of Roche. If they could get a...
They are going to try for this.
Yeah. Good recovery.
They're not very sneaky as a squad, but they do have that zone control that you talked about. At the same time, though, Secret are still thinking about this. They're still pretty committed. They could bring in Kezu, summon some Treants, but first they're going to deal with this bottom lane. So while they draw Liquid towards the pit, they can just split push freely. They always have that profit +1, but this buys time for Miracle. BKB now complete.
This ward right now, sorry to cut you off, this ward is doing so much because Team Secret says, okay, you have 4 heroes in your jungle. Sure, we're going to split up farm. You could sit here and, you know, starve yourself. And then as soon as this ward sees them leave, then they could think about going back to Roshan again. Like, these deep wards from Team Secret is winning them the game right now.
Secret do look to smoke on the back of that as Miracle moves into the pit. Puppey is there with the charge to start the party. Wants to bait out that BKB. Not happening just yet. The slow comes through. From the rear goes mid one though. Quickly the Luna Eclipse rains down, but Tumbaman needs to get away. Does the 4-step. GH with the save. At least for now keeps him alive. 4 hero Illuminate splashes through, but Secret are into the pit and mid one's into the backlines. Wants to bring down the Keeper who fights at his shrine, but Kezu chases forward, pops the drums, gets the Sprout. 4-step on cooldown, still eats his way out with the tango, but mid one is a persistent bugger. Brings him down on the other side of the fight. Miracle. BKB already blown, just got kited.
He's got an invis room. Maybe he can get off a lucky basher on Kezu. Kezu's porting out. Can he get the attack? Oh, just walks away. Unlucky for Team Liquid, but at least Roshan is, you know, not dead. And now Eclipse is down. So if Team Liquid gets a good fight,
and the Quapple, mind you.
Yeah, maybe they could actually steal Roshan. That could be huge. Charge coming in, giving Vision a miracle.
Here comes Puppey.
BKB still down for 25.
Round 2. This time Kuro should have the positioning to interrupt this. Pass coming out, but it's not before he gets onto Miracle. Now Quap in position, and they're going to steal that nuke. Yapzor can keep his team alive in the fight, but Puppey's a bit isolated on the rear. Matumba does hold the site.
I think he wanted to cast it, but just die a little bit too fast. That's the one kill. Duel on the mid lane.
There is no Quap.
Reaper side.
Bang! Huge kill for Liquid.
All right.
Still Matumba man out in front.
And now they go into Roche. Can Team Liquid turn this game?
The Treants are there. They're not going to give it up without a fight. Yapzor has the heal to keep his team in combat-ready mode. The bashes from Roshan slowing things down, buying time for mid one to come in. His ult's still a bit short, though. Needs a little more time. They bring Miracle low.
They lift him up.
BKB.
They got Vision.
But they can't control him. Puppey, though, with the charge.
Roshan's low. Roshan's low.
Who's going to get it? The Roche almost dead. And Duns go the way of Miracle. BKB. Liquid hang on.
But Tumbaman gets 2 kills out of that. He finishes Blamemail as well. Can this be the turn? Can Team Liquid come back from the disastrous early game? Tier 1 mid, relatively low. They won't go for it right now.
Boy, everything going just right for them there. Puppey, I believe, getting bashed by the Roshan in the midst of the fight, but he's trying to lock down Miracle. Able to snatch the Aegis up, able to get the kills on Matumbaman, keep him alive. They fight very smartly while the Sonic Wave and Eclipse are down.
We're going to watch that team fight one more time. Look at how low Miracle gets. He activates a BKB, and then they recognize, oh, we can't actually kill him in time. Mid one, I think he was thinking about jumping in to take the Aegis the whole time, but all they can do is watch Miracle finish Roche and take the Aegis.
Shows you how important it is for them to fight when the Quapple, when the Luna are not available. Yeah. Otherwise, that is... Well, it's not a head scratcher. It's a clear Secret win.
And look at the timing. Team Liquid is about to finish that Aghanims on GH. We all know what will happen when that happens. It's group up and push time. And sure, you might be able to defend it for the first round with Sonic Wave as well as, you know, the Eclipse, but like what we just saw, what will you do when those ults are not ready?
Would really love to steal the Illuminate, but even that might not be enough. Liquid start to get to work here. Miracle hammering the tower down as they smoke up and undercover.
Well, on the back line here, Mind Control looks for a blink. Blink gives him the Game of Thrones. You win or you die. And Yapzor hits the deck. Tier 2 now being under siege.
Liquid still chasing forward. This tower slowly being worked down. Secret not feeling like they can fight right now with the positioning Liquid have. Down a hero, down that crucial Rubik lift. They force out the glyph. Liquid still committed to this. They will get the last
good attempt.
Mid one trying for the deny. I mean, so he's going to get an Orchid, but we'll see how much it actually does with the press the attack.
I do feel like, you know, the tide of the battle is turning, but do you think Team Liquid has a bash?
Reaper side, just Reaper!
Okay, the game has turned, I believe.
See ya.
At this point, Team Liquid slightly now 3K net worth advantage. They have the Aegis. That means they can make yet another big play. And Team Secret needs to group up and use their Eclipse and Sonic Wave together.
Mid one is known for being a very confident player. Most would say very cocky at times. We saw some of the tweets, you know, heading into the Kiev Major, where he basically proclaimed that everyone needed to watch out, and then Secret got bounced by SG Sports. A very cocky play, jumping right into Miracle, gets punished for it.
I think to me that wasn't a cocky play, more so than that they just had no vision there. You know, he walked in, he thought he could farm a little bit in the Ancients, and then surprise.
Secret getting punished. Now down 3K gold. More importantly, Liquid getting all their core items. Mind Control farming up the armlet. Miracle still holding that Aegis. Not actually committing to this group up and push, as the Ags is still not been purchased. GH has the gold now, but you have that courier to come and deliver it.
I mean, you need the Axe, but you also need daytime, right? Which is
1 minute
about
to
1
go.
minute, yeah.
And so they'll have that with about a minute to push before the Aegis expires. Maybe a little less.
One way to measure how effective your Luna is in a game is whether she could sit in the front and not die. And right now, I don't think she has the necessary item to do so. Like, you need BKB, but even with BKB, you still need to survive against Troll Warlord rushing at you, the Blink duel that's coming out from the LC. So, despite MP's great start and the fact that they were able to convert his start into something amazing in an early mid-game, I think he's not farmed enough, which is kind of crazy because he's leading the network for his team.
Luna, a fantastic late gamer when you get to that 4, 5.
Yeah, this is the stage of the game where she dips a little bit.
Top tower is under attack.
She's naturally pretty squishy as a carry. Needs a lot of items to take man fights. Whereas Miracle, he's already got hits. Tower falling, Liquid surging. They move in. They want to begin their high ground siege.
Let's go.
24 minutes. Gandalf bringing up the rear. GH is going to start healing his team up. Yapsor tries to slow things down. He will steal the death pulse, but
where's the team? They needed the
hammering. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain pushing up the mid lane is going to rejoin the fray. Already, that tower is down.
Go.
They got to focus on objectives here. Secret needs to hold their base.
From the back.
Miracle doing so much work. Still the Aegis standing. Puppey is scouted out right now. There's no easy way in. They've lost the melee. They might just lose the rage. Secret aren't even trying to hold their base. They forfeit a lane freely. Puppey all the while in the smoke.
Lane duel.
There's the duel. Fight who, Puppey? Fight me, says Mind Control. Someone your size. And takes him down with ease.
And now they're going to just go mid. They don't even need a creep wave. They have a creep coming in from top. They stun him up. They got the Pressy attack. They got the Lumina heal. They got the bashes. Where are you at? He blinks away, but that's just more
filling time. Clips. Liquid staying alive, at least for now. They don't have the Aegis any longer. Miracle wants to retreat. They'll reset here, slow and steady. The heals keep on coming out. They keep on sieging. Puppey will respawn, but now the question is how do Secret start fights? At this stage of the game, it really is a charge into a lift combo, and there's always that press the attack. They don't have that big team fight initiation. It's costing them. Out comes the Eclipse. Miracle with the BKB. Gets bashed. Gets controlled. The Reaper won't kill off mid one with his dying breath. He lobs out the Sonic Wave. Still, though, Liquid staying alive. Kuro tries to get back. GH keeping them in fighting shape. 2 have fallen on Secret. That's with the ults.
Oh,
you buy back now. You heal up now. You go for the second lane. You go for the jugular if you're Liquid. I'm not sure Secret can stop this. Yapsor's trying. He's stolen the Illuminate. But they have too many heals. They're just too tanky. The tower's falling. Now onto the melee. Liquid are doing it here. They're going to bring down another. Kezu has fallen. Desperation buybacks come, but they come without ults. They don't have the Prophetal.
The heal.
Sonic Wave. There's the charge from Puppey. Follows up. He knows he needs GH. Can he kill him? Push away. He does the trick.
GH buys back. He doesn't care. They know this is their time. Maybe they need to group up and heal up, but he's going to TP right back in. There is even a regen rune. If somebody checks for it, they're not even going to check for it. They got the mana machine.
That was a lot of economic damage Liquid just did. Not just the top lane, but the tower also falling mid. The buybacks being forced out.
I mean, both sides have buyback. I think Kuro has bought back in this. GH just bought back, and they're just poised to finish the game right here.
Still no Eclipse for a minute. Still no Sonic Wave for 50. But Liquid also know Roche could be up soon.
Liquid decides to just go back, regroup, get some items.
Actually poking their heads in the pit. Maybe they didn't write the time down.
Okay, get some try.
Either
Can't
way.
blame him for not writing the time down, right? That was during a chaotic team fight almost 10 minutes ago.
I mean, it shows you what a game of nerves TI can be. Even players who've been on this stage before, it is something special, and every time. Lower bracket match, elimination on the line. Easy to forget.
Team Secret needs to get more and more creative in terms of how they need to defend. Again, the same mantra, find GH and kill GH. They could charge in from the side, they could blink in and Sonic Wave in, but if you don't kill GH, this push, you're not defending against. There's also the other factor of the nighttime, right? Like, we're approaching into 4 minutes of night. I think Team Secret could maybe make a move there. And also, if you want to get super creative, you can use Eclipse to kind of turn it into night for like, a couple seconds, but I don't know how much you want to count into that.
Secret still hanging on. Now down a solid 5k gold. It seems the call for them, Lumi, some BKBs. One coming for the Luna, mid one also looking to build his, though it will be slow. Kezu with the early Midas has gone back for a Solar Crest. Curious to see what the Nature's Prophet build is. From
double damage from Miracle as he does Roche.
They do scout this out though.
It is nighttime. Can Secret make a play here without the Illuminate heal?
This is where Luna can be strongest, but Miracle is hammering this Roche down quickly. MP moves in, he wants to force out the BKB. Puppy charge,
go for the steal! Who's gonna get the Aegis?
The Roche, but Miracle snatches the Aegis away. Puppy's down. Secret are in shambles now. Miracle chasing forward, 3 of fallen. That's a double dieback too. That just might be the lane of Rax. Yaps are falling. Whoa. Secret crumbling. Liquid. They've got the power play now. They still have that extra life. They can surge down mid. They won't have the heals for 3 minutes, but they know it doesn't really matter right now.
I mean, there's 3 heroes dead. What do you need a heal against? Buyback from Mind Control. GH recalls them. They are just streaming in creeps right now, and Miracle going for the Raxes. There is a tier 2 up, so I don't think Team Secret will be down 3 Raxes.
Secret's lives are flashing before their eyes. They've had a scrappy showing here against Liquid. Game 1 looked great. Game 2, not so much in Game 3.
Are they going to go for it? It's going to be tier 4
for them as Liquid continues.
Yeah, tier 4, let's go.
Looking to finish it off. Secret hanging on. They will respawn soon. I think Liquid are a bit over-eager if they try to force this.
Okay, back up.
They will back away.
Look at them draw that line on the mini-map. They know.
Let's calm down.
Yeah.
Let's reset.
I mean, they could just wait for 2 minutes for daytime as well, if they really want to just, take it easy.
Still, Secret need some crazy plays to get back in this game, Lumi. It gets so hard to fight from here.
Yeah. Again, you need to find an angle, an awkward angle to come in, ideally from the back, find GH, but hard to do it during daytime. He has perfect flying vision around him. You don't have Blink Dagger heroes. Charge coming in for Kuro. He's got the Glimmer for himself.
Might have actually been able to get him there. Liquid did not have any vision on that hill, but the thing is, Secret don't know if there is.
There's 2 minutes left of nighttime.
They're going to try to fight this mid one. Oh, blinking in for the haze. Kuro in position with the Glimmer. Seems like they do want to contest as Miracle pushes forward. Has that IF Scotty picked up now, getting tankier and tankier.
Yeah, all he wants is just basically HP in the front line, and Illuminate will take care of the rest.
Secret know if they let Liquid get to their base and just set up an organized siege, their chances of finding that good opening are very limited. So they keep on trying to poke on the sides of this fight. Find a point of weakness, and Achilles' heel they can shoot an arrow into. Comes mid one.
Here comes that backstab during nighttime.
Trying for it. Matumba Man's a bit far back, and he is somewhat vulnerable here. If Secret want to commit on him.
GH, look at his position. He's in the trees. He's like, whatever.
Well, the Dire Courier does get picked off. That's a Dagon recipe down. Miracle charging forward. He sees heroes. He wants to kill them all. Now the Illuminate's coming out. A good blinding light pushing them back and away as mid one. Commits with the Eclipse as well. But Miracle with the BKB.
Keeps on
punching. Keeps on punching. And he survives. He hits the cheese. The Reaper sight too early. Is it going to be enough? No, they still go down. Even at night, they don't need the heals. Liquid are too damn tanky. And Secret can't stand against it. No Eclipse now, no Sonic Wave, no Prophet ult, no split push in sight. Bottom lane is all that stands between Liquid and Megas, between Liquid and moving forward perhaps.
Luna buys back, no Eclipse. 23 seconds till mid one comes back, no Sonic Wave. I'm not sure how they're gonna hold this.
They gotta try. Yeah, they better find out soon. Miracle keeps on swiping, keeps on hammering.
Still got the Aegis too, man.
Chipping, still Unable to find that opening. Puppey goes in. He charges forward, but Miracle there. I'm the real best.
It's daytime. Welcome to the heels. Oh my god.
Heel, Illuminate splashing through. Secret buyback. One more charge. That might be all that's left. Now come the nukes and Miracle will drop.
Oh, he's actually in an awkward spot.
But he's got a BKB to Secret and the damage to bring him down. The blinding light. GH keeping him alive. So does the press the attack. He gets out of there. And now mid one jumping in. A bash could be his downfall. One bash. Now the BKB. Slice. No dice though. Keeps on chasing.
Puppey's in.
Oh boy, that's a dive back. The Puppey goes down. One last charge. That's all he's got. Now Miracle, commitment, but without the BKB, he's got to be careful. Glimmer Cape the other way.
GH is an awkward spot. GH is going to get caught. GH, blinding light from Yapzor, pushing him back.
If they overextended, they can't afford to lose Miracle here. This is a huge kill. It could be the start of a comeback.
They got Glimmer, they got Press. The attack Curl's going to run at them. Should throw his life away to save.
Meanwhile, the tier 4 is starting to get hit by creeps. Even if they get these kills, it might not matter. The base is crumbling. Secret running out of insurance policy, running out of second chances here. Buybacks have been expended. In fact, when you look at it, they have used all 5, and many of them are down for some time.
I think this game has more buybacks in a 33-minute game than what we see in some 60-minute games, but
Secret, at least back since buyback was given a cooldown.
Right. Secret held on, but you know, this is the toughest hour during daytime.
You got to imagine Liquid are just going to reset and then go for that push. Maybe they wait for the Keeper of the Light to farm up his buyback, but Secret are not waiting. They're making the move. Puppey sees Miracle, charging. Oh my god! Chews through Puppey.
That's a Spirit Breaker.
That is actually an important part of their team fight. That charge is really all they have to deal with the troll. So he's down for 25. Good news is he's pretty low level.
He's down for 25. That's the good news.
Yeah, good news is he's under leveled. So when he dies, he comes right back. Puppey 1 and 12. He's had a rough one, that's for sure. Over half the team's stats, but he's had to play that sacrificial lamb.
Yapzor's got blinding light, and with no BKB, you could just delay this a little bit.
Miracle is trying to farm the MKB, but well, the blinding light not going to matter at least for now as they try to push Miracle up onto the high ground, sprout him up.
He's got no BKB.
Oh, the duel with the Reaper sight as well, but Tumbleman gets the kill. It's the buyback. Running in with the
Stolen Reaper!
Can they make something happen? MP chases the back on his heels. Miracle wants to fight.
Oh,
he
rushes!
Welcome to the meat grinder. Secret gets shredded, pushed back, maybe away. Puppey dies again, out for 35. That's 13 for him, and here come Liquid, right back into the fray. Miracle's at full health, healing them up is GH, giving them the help they need. Melee to drop, Raid start next, Liquid pulling through. Secret, one last hurrah. Do it without your Luna, do it without your captain. How can they? We don't know, but they have to try, Lumi, else this might just be the game. Miracle hammering, pushing forward, thrusting his way onto the tier 4s. Look at him go with that attack speed. Tier 4s to drop, still they fight on. 4v5, last press for Secret as they charge in. They want that troll, they bash him back, control him while they can. Already another dual one, mid one's down. It's over for Secret. GG! Done it! What a performance by Team Liquid. It looked real bleak. Game 3, elimination match, lost the lanes, felt like the game might just fall apart. We asked ourselves, can a troll carry this game? Will that Keeper of the Light come online? Will they actually get to push? And here they are. Liquid stay alive. Are you surprised?
I mean, this game had everything, but I think the most decisive moment, as I'm stumbling over my words,